Guys, this is G from the F Word Podcast. Just going to bring you a quick review on The Defenders. I've already seen it. I saw it about last week, and I saw it again just to kind of, first little bit is out of the way, and then getting into it for the second time, looking at it a little bit more critically. What did I think? Is it worth your time? The question for that, or the answer for that, would be yes. I definitely think it's worth your time. If you've invested the time into Iron Fist, if you've invested the time in Iron Fist, good for you. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil 1 and 2. Personally, I loved Daredevil Season 1. I love the first half of Daredevil Season 2. Love the first half of Luke Cage. Didn't really care for Iron Fist, and I really like Jessica Jones. So what are the good things about it? What are the negative things? The good things for sure, surprisingly, is that Danny Rand isn't as bad as he was in the Iron Fist show. Okay? Very annoying. During it, you just wanted him to shut up. We get it. You're the immortal Iron Fist. Fine. Figure your stuff out and try to use your fist so we can see something cool. But he was good when he was with Luke Cage specifically, and the Defenders, of course, but specifically with Luke Cage. Their chemistry was really good. It wasn't over the top, wasn't amazing or anything like that, but I think it's something that they could really play off of the Heroes for Hire part of it. The other one is obviously Matt Murdock, Daredevil, was really good in it, and Jessica Jones was really good, and Luke Cage on his own. The chemistry together was really good. I believe in episode 3 or 4, when they're in the Chinese restaurant, it wasn't too bad. On the flip side about it, I think even with Danny Rand, they still kind of played that whole Kunlun, Iron Fist whole deal a little too much. They did focus on him a little bit more than everybody else, which I think was maybe not the right way to go, because his series wasn't as liked as the other ones. In terms of the villains, we've got the Hand again. I'm over the Hand. It was fine for a bit. Obviously, they had to bring back Elektra, and I felt like it dove a little bit more into it, but it wasn't the best. I think in terms of villains, Wilson Fisk was it. Even the Punisher in the beginning playing as kind of our villain anti-hero was really good. Kilgrave and Jessica Jones was great, and I'm blanking on his character name, but Mahershala Ali in Luke Cage, that first half, I don't know why they killed him off, but he was really great too. In terms of villains, the Hand is just the ninja stuff was okay. They handled it a little bit better here than I think they handled it in the second half of Daredevil Season 2, and I think that's one of the reasons why, it wasn't as good as it should have been. We've seen them. Yes, we get a few of the main bosses. We get a few, so to speak. You got Sigourney Weaver's character. We got that guy that had the opening Tywin Lannister style. So not too bad. In that aspect, it could have been a lot better. The writing in this one was good in some aspects, and it was a little bit slow and not as tight in others. The Chinese scene was really great. I liked how they opened up with Sigourney Weaver's character in a very vulnerable spot. I thought that was a great way to start her out. Madame Gao was in there as well. That other dude from the Iron Fist, which I don't like him at all. I think Bakuto is his name. So the writing was pretty decent throughout. I think the dynamic between Sigourney Weaver and Elektra when she was a child was some of my favorite parts in it, just because, you could tell that she cares about the Black Sky and raising her as her own. That being said, again, some of the other parts, it slowed down a little bit in some parts that were possibly unnecessary. More they were trying to build for the character. But again, wasn't horrible, wasn't great. I would put it in terms of writing that second half of Daredevil Season 2 type of thing. Let's get into some action, because this is the Defenders. We need to see them kick some ass. I felt that Luke Cage was a little out of place, and same with Jessica Jones. And the reason is because they're not ninjas, and we're fighting ninjas. So I felt it was more in terms of the fighting. They can handle their own because they're super strong. Nothing physical can kill Luke Cage. Jessica Jones is extremely strong herself. But when you're factoring in the kung fu element, Daredevil and Iron Fist were the only ones that were able to kind of hold their own. However, when you do got ninjas fighting a guy that can't be beat and can really, really take a punch, then it's not the worst thing to have him on your side, especially when the guns come out. Two specific ones. One was the hallway scene. which was really good. I believe that was in episode 3. Our heroes coming together, fighting again in a hallway in that building, which I thought was really well done, really well choreographed, and I liked how, in terms of Iron Fist, he was actually using his kung fu. So that was a big thing. The other one, I would say, obviously, the finale. There was a couple other fight scenes. The Chinese restaurant was really cool. It's just fun watching them fight together. They've got different dynamics. They've got different abilities, and they kind of touched on them, but I think they could have played with it a little bit better. I harken back to the Avengers, which it may not be fair, but one specific scene when when Iron Man flies in, Cap's fighting the Chitauri, and then Iron Man does his blaster up against his shield, and then Cap uses his shield to pretty much wipe out and create that spray effect to the other ones. It would have been cool to see them do a little bit more of that. They ended up doing that in the finale, which I loved that fight scene in the finale. Some people didn't care for it, but I thought it was really good, and only because I'm a huge Wu-Tang Clan fan. So when Protect Your Neck showed up, and then they just started going into it, I don't know. I got goosebumps. I was watching it. I dropped everything, and I was just invested in it. It ended a little bit abruptly, but it wasn't too bad. I didn't mind some of the decisions that they made to kill off Stick. I think that might have been a case of, we're killing off Stick, maybe we're killing off some parts of the hand, and then that way we don't have to continue on with the hand and we can actually go with something a little bit better. So I'm hoping that's the route that they go with. I think this is a good first attempt. I think the 8 episodes are really good. I think it's worth your time as well, and I really, really do believe that based on this, the season 2 of season 2 of The Defenders will be much better than this first one. This was just kind of getting all our heroes together. I thought it was really, really pretty cool to watch them, because the series are, again, aside from Iron Fist itself, parts of Luke Cage, and the second half, personally for me, of the Daredevil season 2, there's some good series there. There's some good television to watch. So again, I would say it's definitely worth your time. If you haven't caught it already, have a look at it. You don't need to go too far into it to get into it specifically. I mean, episode 2 is pretty decent. They do go on this trail with looking for, an architect for the building, and everyone forgot about this giant pit in the middle of New York that they kind of addressed, but everybody apparently forgot. Same with Matt Murdock. But again, few choices aside, I still think it's worth your time. Guys, that was my review of The Defenders. Again, take a look at it. Let us know what you think. If you'd like more videos like this, reviews, please let us know. Leave a comment in the description below. And make sure to check out all our other stuff that we have. We just released our episode 10, where Nick and I go into our top 10 favorite movies, and we'll be showing some more things like that. We do have a Let's Play going, and we've got some other stuff. So again, email us at thefwordpodcast@gmail.com. Comment below, hit that like button, and let us know what you think. See you later, guys. I'm out.